Tanya Milano, parent coach. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m., right before my kids come home from the bus. And today I'm talking about how you need to stop neglecting yourself. Yes, you, all you moms, it is time to put an end to neglecting yourself. Not just putting yourself lower on the list, but actually neglecting yourself. This is really, really hard topic for me because this is why I do the work that I do, supporting moms who have a vision for their family. They're visionary moms. I'm supporting you to change this in your family, right? This, if you're here, it's because you're ready to change your family pattern. Break the generational stress response in your family. So, this is the week my dad passed away. This is more about moms, but dads too. Huge family man, put his kids first. Also had a drinking problem, neglected himself, did not take care of the things he needed to take care of for himself in the name of being a dad. And also there's a lot of other trauma that he had to deal with that he never did. My mom, same thing. Early death. So this is why I do the work that I do. I lost my parents, one at 62, one just about at 60, because they neglected themselves. They were great parents. They loved to a fault, but they did not take care of their own needs. It's time to stop that. It's time to put ourselves first, moms. You have to start putting one foot in front of the other, setting your goals, figuring out what it is you're going to do to make the change you want. No one else can do that for you. Except for finding a person that might hold you accountable. So if you want that to be me, please come to my group. Here it is. Reactive to relaxed, self-care without the guilt. Tons of self-care in there, self-regulation activities, all kinds of stuff in there. There's a 90-day challenge going on right now. And the reason I want to talk about, I wanted to talk about my mom specifically today is because we grew up with a lot of clutter. And in the 90-day challenge in my Facebook group, this week is about decluttering. This is a activity that can really help you to take care of yourself. Clears the mind, kind of gets rid of some things, gives you quick successes, and it actually boosts your endorphins if you get a quick success. So in my Facebook group, this week's all about decluttering. There are 2-minute activities in there to declutter. And the reason I talk about my mom is because she grew up with a dad that was pretty strict. And she was told what to do, how to do it, stay at the table till you're done eating. She had chores that she had to do. She had to go pick the green beans, all the things that, responsibilities that we all should have, right? Except for her father wasn't kind at all. It was a very strict upbringing, a lot of verbal abuse. And also there was clutter in the house. And I don't know if you would call it hoarding, but this is how I grew up too. Clutter. We had 5 kids in my family. There was stuff everywhere. And so when I got into my marriage with Tanner, there was something that really didn't bother me. I'm still kind of like piles here, piles there kind of person. And I realized it bothered him. And it was kind of eye-opening to me because I judged that myself for a long time. Growing up, I saw the disorder and the cleanliness. I actually was against it. I judged it. And then when I got to be an adult, I started working on my mindfulness practice, my yoga, the part of me that was like, okay, I'm okay with this. This is part of me. I am not the most organized person, right? So I went from one extreme to the other because that's how we are. We're human. We look at black and white. I'm going to look at clutter is the most horrible thing ever, or it's just part of me. And then we have to find the middle ground, especially when you're in a relationship, when you've got two polarities, right? So, anyway, I had to figure out what was important to me, really own it, and then also grow up a bit and come to the middle to be in a relationship with Tanner, who is the one that cleans our van because I don't really care to do it. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, if it's bothering you, you do it, right? Like, I don't even notice when it's dirty, that kind of thing. Car washes. Same thing with the lawn. It bothers him when the lawn isn't done. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice it was long. Like, it's not part of my values. Like, I just don't really care that the grass looks long. Anyway, so decluttering activities. This is a really quick win you can do. And one of my favorite ones from the list is your purse. Like, set a timer, 2 minutes, dump your purse out, get rid of stuff you don't need, and put everything back in. 2 minutes, right? And sometimes you just need these lists of things that can help you to motivate you. If it's not a high value to you, you need somebody else that it is a high value to you. And in my Facebook group, Carla Cup is our organizer, a home organizer. It's her business. She loves it. So use people that love what they do if you don't love it. Now I want to fast forward to becoming a parent. Now I am faced with this whole inner conflict between clutter and organization. Okay. And because I have this conditioning that organization is a higher value in our culture, would you agree that people that are disorganized or more creative, artsy, kids that forget what they need, like Taylor's desk, she always tells me, is the messiest in the class. Her locker, her backpack is, don't even get me started on the stuff she carries in her backpack every day. Our culture values organization, but does a person really need to be that organized to succeed? Take a look at history. The creative types, I bet 100% of them, somebody else has done their organizing. The CEOs of really big businesses, they're not the ones that are organizing and keeping track of schedules, paperwork, all that stuff. So somebody has to be the visionaries. So stop judging yourself if it's not a strength of yours. So as a parent, I really didn't want my kids to feel like they had to fit into something they were not. This is funny because this year, Taylor, her New Year's goal was to stay more organized. And I was like, oh, is that really her goal or is that something somebody put on her? Okay. So let me say this, in my Om in the Home Revolution, conscious parenting community, this is where we really get clear on our values is as a family. And then our expectations. My expectations are different than my husband's expectations, are different than both of my kids' expectations on how things are going to go. So, in this program, this is where we really learn to be ourselves. I want my child to know herself. I don't want her to know her teacher and her desk is perfectly spotless. That's her teacher, right? I don't want her to know what she's against all the time. I want her to know what she's for. Same thing with you, moms. What are you for in your self care? What are you for in your family? What are you for yourself? Not what are you against? Okay, so in order to stop neglecting yourself, you need to make a list of the things you are for and start doing those. Message me if you want more information about being a founding member of Own the Home Revolution. I'm talking to founding members. It's a launch price. It's a program that's for life. You're in for life. There's all the content there. It's the 10 years of content that I have studied as a teacher, as a mom, as a wife, and also healing childhood trauma. It's all the stuff that I have done in one program. So if you want to take 10 years off of your journey and join in, please message me because now's the time before the price goes up. It is 90% off of the full price. And I have payment plans too. So let's chat and see if this is the community you've been looking for to get your family to find the own. That's what we're doing. Find your family's own, not anybody else's. All right. Have a great day, everyone.